Hey everyone, welcome to Married Movie Reviews Live. For today, we just wanted to celebrate our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. So that's pretty cool. We have gained we upload time.
In the summer,
At the function, so we're like, you know what? Than we will in person.
Get really nervous and don't really like to do it that much.
I'm an editor at heart, so it's really hard for me to not record what I'm saying and be able to edit it. I'm better when I can think about it and touch up what I wanted to say. Basically, I would choose to do an email or a text message over a phone call because I'd be like, well, I don't like how I said that. I'm going to delete that and say it a different way with somebody. You only get one shot. Same with oh, wait. Let me
I talk or he'll just good at guessing, at recalling. But yeah, so pretty much is cinema.
Do this, and then we're back. See if that works. Does that work? Is it better now? Looks like it.
It's a little bit delayed, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, on here it's like a
maybe
20,
that's
30
just
second
the
delay.
playback.
So when you guys ask us, if you guys ask us,
Oh, good.
But as a restart, we are celebrating our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. Last year at this time we uploaded our first video, which was Star Trek, the 2009 review. And since then we've done several more videos, reviews, trailer breakdowns.
Yeah.
I've done like 1 or 2, maybe top 10s videos, ranking of the Transformers movies at least.
Yeah, our fan base is really focused on Transformers, it seems.
Yeah, our fan base.
I agree.
Our main so big. That video away.
Do I just use your...
No, it should be fine. It was working upstairs when I was testing it out on the other channel of ours. But, I mean, it's working now. It keeps going in and out. I'll type back just in case people can't. More glitches. And we're back. Is it working? Alright, well, let's see what happens if I do this and this.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's everybody? I see it out of the corner of my eye. It looks like it's doing it again. But it does. Okay, so what franchise? Almost Sideways asks, what is a franchise that you feel is overlooked? Ooh, overlooked. Overlooked. See, I would say John Wick, but that's definitely not overlooked. I still haven't seen the second one, but I really want to. Look like back here that I have that might be overlooked that we might have. I don't. No. Favorite friend be obviously Marvel Cinematic, Transform, Guild of Mine, one, and Revenge of the Fist. Those ones are like on there.
I'm trying to think. This is the.
Yeah.
I had done kind of old, and I don't know if that's because it was overlooked because of took with Star Trek that
Sideways. It's
well, what do you think? I think in terms of like series, I'm not really sure any real series going on that aren't. There's Fury, the movies.
Let's try again. I believe we're back. Sorry about that. That was a little crazy. I don't know what happened there. Our streaming program that we use, we're using OBS because I've tried a few of the other ones and they just didn't work with how I wanted to do it. So this one seemed to be the best, and we're having major difficulties with this. I've tried. I have two other channels, and I tried it on one because we have no subscribers. So I was like, good, nobody will see it because it's like a really unlisted channel. I don't post that much stuff to it. So I wanted to test out all the streaming, see how it would work, and everything has been working flawlessly today until we tried to do the real live stream, and now we're having major difficulties. But we still got one person watching. Sorry. That one person actually might be us, or it might Maybe it's still almost sideways. We'll see. But yeah, this has been very interesting so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll save it for the next Q&A for when we get more questions and stuff for like favorite movies. Unless you guys want to know our favorite movies, let us know. It'd be hard for me to pick my favorite movie, but I can round it off. I can't give a top 10, but 2 now. Oh yeah, thank you, Nerd Crab. 2 people watching.
Yay.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, sorry about all the technical difficulties. We've had a couple crashes on this computer, and right before we started the live stream, my computer froze and I had to hard reboot it. So right at 5 o'clock, I was like, all right, let's do this. I was about to hit it, and I couldn't move the mouse. So I think that's why, and I didn't actually do a regular restart. So
yeah.
But I just came here. Oh, we're not done. We got a couple more things to talk about. Almost Sideways asks, what film would you like to see remade? Spider-Man. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
We're on our 3rd remake. Remade. See, there's a lot of movies that I would be like, don't touch it.
There's so many, though, too, that I feel like a little overwhelmed with.
And with so many movies already being remade, it's hard to pick a movie that I'd want to be remade.
I think there's probably a lot of movies that could do with a reboot or being remade in terms of what they weren't able to do with CGI and practical effects. I don't want
everything that's running through my mind has already been remade. Oh, that is a really good question. I'm gonna keep pondering about this because I know that there's movies in my head that I've always wanted to see remade.
Yeah.
But but
there's also some where I kind of like that don't want to be remade.
Yeah.
Like, I think
I gotta look at the movies again.
I actually agree with you, Nerd Crab. Elmo in Grouchland should be remade.
Wait, there's actually a movie about that.
You didn't know that? You didn't watch that as a kid?
No.
That was really funny.
I actually did not like Sesame Street growing up. Unfortunately, I watched Barney. That was my show because purple was my favorite color because of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
you don't
Donatello.
Need to tell people that.
And so Barney was my show of choice. I was weird.
Yeah.
But, man. See, we just buy good movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one. Mortal Kombat. I love the original, but I think it needs to be remade and it needs to be redone good because honestly, that movie could be like the exception to the rule that video game adaptation movies suck, and I would love to see a really good video game adaptation movie in the form of a Mortal Kombat remake. So I honestly think that would be awesome. Tony Jaa as Liu Kang or someone, that would be awesome. Yeah, just get Matt Reeves to direct it or something. He's been doing really great lately. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes. Now he's doing
one that I
the
am
Batman.
Glad.
So
I am glad they remade
Planet of the Apes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that wasn't really a remake. We got like prequels.
But I just mean
that's
like,
the best prequels that we've ever gotten.
Yeah. And
I was thinking Doom as well. Ooh yeah, Doom definitely needs to be remade.
That was one that brought to my attention when you said Mortal Kombat. I was thinking Doom.
That movie, I grew up playing the game. Windows 95 was like the big thing when I was growing up, and to my knowledge, I've watched a lot of Did You Know Gaming, and according to like some statistics, Doom was actually installed on more computers than Windows 95. And the movie had nothing to do with the game, the story of the game. So it was like a Mars zombie movie. It had nothing to do with the gates of hell being opened or anything. So that would be one movie that I would love to see remade. Thank you, Almost Sideways.
I also think this might be stupid, but since I'm wearing a, I guess they did already.
They could remake them again.
They could remake the third Ninja Turtles movie.
Remake the third movie, or
and to be better, because the third one was awful. No, I'm talking about the original, like original, the one with
the one where they look rubber.
Time travel back to Japan. What is it even called?
Oh, it's I don't remember.
I can't even think of
scepter. I think they call it a scepter or something.
But I mean, like, the story was there, but it was just executed poorly. I think they should maybe do that. Yeah.
The second one is my favorite. Nerd Crab, Almost Sideways left. Thank you. We have 4 people watching now. Hi, 4 people.
Hello.
No, I'm here. Yeah, he's still here. But yeah, there's a lot of movies that could be remade, and I focus on the video game movies because they're always terrible. Like Prince of Persia, that should have been amazing. They should have done
a really good job with that, and they didn't.
I actually thought
because they had
Jake
so
Gyllenhaal was a pretty good choice. He looked the part. He had the voice.
They had Ben Kingsley, Gemma Arterton, and
hi Nerd Crab.
I think he's saying hi to Almost Sideways.
I think I'll let you guys talk.
I'm curious though, since I'm new to this whole thing too. Can you all see each other's things?
Yeah, they can.
So why are you even repeating what they were saying?
Because
sorry, Meredith spat for a second.
when it's being viewed like after the whole thing, people don't see the chat.
Yeah.
Like the chat goes away after the live stream. Nerd Crab asks, do we watch anime?
I watch some anime. My sister is really into it. I really like Hayao Miyazaki's films. Like Spirited Away is one of my all-time favorite. Spirited Away is one of my all-time favorite. Howl's Moving Castle is okay.
Ponyo.
I didn't like Ponyo very much. My Friend Totoro was good. I thought that was kind of cute. In terms of other things, I used to watch Sailor Moon.
We were actually just singing the theme song to that a couple days ago.
Yeah, when we were on vacation.
We forgot the lyrics.
I also used to watch Pokemon a lot when I was younger. But I don't watch a whole lot of other anime movies. I don't think I'm familiar with much other than Hayao Miyazaki's. But he's the best, so I would compare all the other ones to him. So
I was never really a fan of anime. It's an animation style that I struggled to get my mind wrapped around because I was introduced to it through Pokemon and Digimon, and I was a big fan of the Beast Wars show when that was around. So those shows kind of competed in Beast Machines. You had like CGI versus anime, and I gravitated over to CGI. And my friends were always like, "Oh, Pokemon's so much better than these shows," and we just had like this big fight about it. And
we still fight about it from time to time.
So anime is not my thing, but I can appreciate it. Like Spirited Away, that was interesting.
The Pokemon movies are actually pretty good too. I mean, you would think that when people try to make a movie about a TV show, especially a kid's cartoon, you wouldn't think they'd do very well. Like, for example, I guess this is more of a video game thing, the Mario and Luigi movie.
Oh, yeah.
If they want to remake that, though, I mean...
Honestly, I think that should never have been made into a movie.
Probably not.
If it's going to be, it should be a CGI, like, animated movie.
But going back to the anime...
Sorry.
I loved the Pokemon movies. I loved them. The Pokemon movies were really good. Good question, by the way.
Very good question.
Awesome.
Keep them coming. What's your favorite Pokemon? Nerd Crab asks. Charizard.
Okay, that's because that's the only one you know.
No, I know a lot. I know Pikachu. I know Onix, Snorlax. Most of the Pokemon that you see in all the Smash Brothers games, I know them because I used to play all those games. I love those games. So I know all those Pokemon. Pikachu. He's just the
Yeah,
he's
you kind
the
of
OG.
have to love Pikachu. For me, when anybody asks me what my favorite something is, my problem is I go through phases where I really am into something because of something.
Yep.
And other times I'm not. So like right now, if I had to say my favorite Pokemon would probably be Jigglypuff.
Because you're into sleeping a lot lately?
Because
Because you're on summer break?
because no, because
Nerd Crab says they made a
Yes.
Mario Brothers anime movie, but it was never translated to English. Really? I did
did
not know that, actually.
We should. Well, if they didn't translate it to English, I guess it
Maybe
would.
they might have
wouldn't matter too
subtitles.
much,
Someone might have
but-
taken the time to create subtitles. It's probably on YouTube somewhere.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, did you?
Just
What did you think of
curious.
it?
Did you watch it?
Did you like it?
I don't know how fast you can type or respond to that, but
Yeah, the
Like I
original movie.
the whole point is we
Sorry.
like talking movies. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to
Maybe
say
they
Charizard
should make
is
a
my-
Donkey Kong movie.
That would be hilarious.
You know, with the whole War for the Planet of the Apes
They should
hype, they should milk that.
Started off with a Wreck-It Ralph spin-off.
That was awesome.
Because Wreck-It Ralph was
good-
awesome, and I
a
believe
really
they're
good
making a
movie.
sequel, and I would love to see them venture off into other video game realms. There are no subs. It was okay. Says Nerd Crab.
So how did what? Do you speak? How would you?
I'm assuming
know
it's
what
in
was going on?
Japanese.
Yeah. Do you know Japanese or something?
Yeah. Because, I mean, I know a lot of, I think your sister watches Japanese anime without subtitles and just watches it to watch it.
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, I
Okay.
think she watches them in English,
Okay.
or at least with English subtitles. But
Yeah. I've never really been a fan of reading movies. Like, I don't mind foreign movies, but if there's a lot of dialogue and I'm not able to watch what's happening on the screen, I'm too busy reading, it's difficult for me to really get into it. Like when it's a movie that's mostly English, or at least if you're not English, mostly your language that you speak, it's easier. Because, I mean, sometimes there's other languages spoken in movies, like some of the Marvel movies or something. They have subtitles for those alien characters or something.
Nice.
Nerd Crab, no, I was a kid, and I didn't really care if it was English.
so maybe that's why it was okay, because you didn't really
Yeah.
know what was going on. But
Who knows what they're saying?
you can get the story though sometimes
Yeah.
with that.
If it's a simple enough plot, it's
Yeah.
pretty easy to grasp.
And see-
especially if it's like a video game adaptation movie. I mean, most of those
Yeah.
plots
You-
are very surfacey.
You liked Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon though.
At first, I hated it because I was like, "There's no way they're walking up bamboo stalks and it's bending and they're just kind of floating around on it." But now I actually kind of enjoy it. It's a decent movie. I haven't seen it in years, but
Yeah.
that's a movie I'd like to see again.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
really liked how the Passion of the Christ was in Aramaic, because that brings a whole nother level of like authenticity for movies
Yes.
like that are
That's-
historical.
That's
So-
one of the few movies that I can watch and read at the
Yeah.
same time, because most of the dialogue is simple enough because they know that nobody's going to be speaking that language that's watching that movie pretty much.
Right.
So, they need to keep it as simple as they can.
I assume Nerd Crab is still talking about
Nerd Crab
Mario.
says Princess Toad or Princess Peach married a dog.
We
Oh,
gotta
yep.
see it now.
Yeah, that just
That's
seems very interesting. So yeah, I have a question for you guys. As of right now, what is your favorite movie? And I direct that to us too as well.
Didn't I just explain how I don't
Yes,
like
exactly.
English?
Right now, what's your favorite movie? Top of your head. What comes to mind?
Singing in the Rain,
Singing in the Rain. Okay.
still, or Gladiator.
No, you said Singing in the Rain first. That's
Those
that's
are
your
also
favorite.
two very different movies.
Yes. Somehow The Gray popped into my mind first. That is probably my top 10, but that movie popped in my head first. I see Liam Neeson's face. But I wouldn't say it's my all-time favorite. but Gladiators for me is definitely up there.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll make a top 10 movies video one day, our top 10 favorite movies. That would be fun. Because, like she said, we go through phases of what movies we like to watch, or what our favorite movies are. And I think I'm more into sci-fi, to be honest.
Yeah. I really like Tron.
Yeah?
Legacy.
You'd put that in your top 10?
I don't know. Ooh, The Departed is also a good one.
I've only seen that once.
Yeah.
And I don't think I was fully paying attention. So I'd like to see it again. Because I know it's a good movie, but I wasn't paying attention, so I don't really know.
Inception was pretty good, too. I liked Inception.
Yeah.
I know you liked Interstellar, too, but I didn't like that one too much. I think that was a little too much Matthew McConaughey for me.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, there's that scene in Interstellar when Matthew McConaughey is crying watching the messages, and somebody put that scene to I think it was the first Star Wars The Force Awakens teaser. It was so brilliant because he's crying watching this teaser. That was fun.
But you really like watching, what types of movies do you like to watch the most?
I'd say sci-fi or fantasy.
But you don't like anime?
No, not so much. I mean, I'll watch it, but I may not fully enjoy it.
Yeah.
How about you?
Yes.
You owe it to yourself to watch it again.
Yes. Films of this year.
Ooh, almost sideways. Yeah. What are some of your favorite films this year? Well, there's been a few films that we've missed.
Yeah.
Like Baby Driver. I really want to see that. I've heard it's really good.
Yeah. I still like to see The Zookeeper's Wife.
Yes.
We still need to see Dunkirk.
And Valerian. We still haven't seen those movies. I don't know when or if we're going to get reviews out for those movies, but
yeah,
hopefully we'll see those movies.
And that's mostly because this summer's been pretty busy.
Yeah, we actually just came back from vacation yesterday. So. And then in a week and a half, we leave to go down to Texas for a friend's wedding.
Yeah.
So.
But in terms of favorite movies of this year, surprisingly to you probably, is I really liked War for the Planet of the Apes.
That's probably going to be mine.
I think that was my favorite so far.
Yeah. I'd have to say War for the Planet of the Apes might be my favorite movie as well.
But I'm looking forward to Star Wars.
Yeah.
And I hope I'm not disappointed because I have very high hopes and very high expectations. I also hope that Dunkirk, I've heard Dunkirk is really, really
yeah, but
good,
I'm trying not to get my expectations too high because I don't want to be disappointed. I don't think I will be. And we try not to read too many reviews before we go see a movie just because I really like to have my own, sorry, I just hit the microphone. I like to have my own opinions kind of solidified before I let anybody else's. Yes, Nerd Crab asks, do we have any pets? We dog. Yes. We used to have 2 goldfish. When we first got married in 2013, and that summer we bought 2 goldfish, and both of them died this year, unfortunately. Yeah, it was sad. Goldie and Moldy. Goldie and Moldy. But our dog right here, Cinema, she is 8 months old. She's a border collie mixed with Australian Shepherd. She's an energetic cutie. Except for right now. Except for right now, she's sleeping. She's actually been pretty lazy all day. Yeah. Trying to find a good picture to show. I mean, I could probably just find one on there, but I mean, you probably can't see it, but yeah, it's too out of focus. Fuzzy. I'd bring her over here, but she's nice and calm, which is a rare thing, especially when we're shooting a video. She's always crying. We usually have to lock her in the kitchen while we're filming. That sounds so horrible. I know, but that's where we keep her. It's her pen. She has like this 20 square foot area that we keep her in. She's got her food, toys, bones, I'm sorry, her you bed. Don't have to explain all that. she's happy in there. Yeah. She loves it in there. Yeah. But right now she's in her chair. Yes. So she's dreaming. She was dreaming earlier. She was twitching. She's so out cute. Cold, but yeah, 8 months old. She's still a puppy. Yeah. But yeah, we had goldfish, and we plan on getting some more fish. Yeah, we had names picked out, but we forgot them. Yeah, I don't remember. We were going to get the bulgy-eyed
Yeah, we were gonna
Goldfish.
name him like Flounder and Rounder.
We like the rhyming names, the really stereotypical names for fish.
Mixed with a horrible.
With a funny, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's funny.
Yeah, Goldie and Moldy. Next batch might be Flounder and Rounder, unless we can remember the other two names that we remembered, that we had picked out.
I don't think. Oh no, yeah, I did. That's okay. Sorry.
So.
You want?
You wanna
Sure.
give our announcement? Sure. We also have a pretty big announcement that we just wanted to share with you guys, since we have 3 of you watching. This is our next edition.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's exciting, huh?
Yeah, and hopefully that works.
Let us know what you guys thought. Yes, Moldy.
He was a Ryukin goldfish, so he wasn't gold. He was like...
He was white and black.
Speckly, gray, black, orangey. It was perfect.
Yeah.
And then Goldie was the goldfish.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, yeah, so I'm pregnant, which is why I'm kind of comfortably...
just sitting with her legs crossed.
Looking.
And that's why she's been sleeping a
I
lot.
didn't put any makeup on. I put my hair in a bun. Oh, you're so sweet.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did do a, I think I did an intro video to one of the reviews. I don't remember which review it was, where I asked her what she thought of the movie. And she just kind of looked around like, whatever. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a dog.
We have some cool videos of...
Almost Sideways says, "Congrats, guys! That's so amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's exciting and scary at the same time.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we just moved into this place a little over a year ago, and then we got a dog 7 months ago, and things are just going crazy for our lives now. Yeah. And now we're going on a year on YouTube, so it's exciting.
Crazy. Yeah. I'm excited. I've wanted a baby since
since you met me.
Yeah. Yep. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep. So we might let you know if there's like if it's a boy or a girl. We don't know yet. Right now I'm about 12 weeks, so almost done with my first trimester.
Yeah. I know a lot of people might think it's a little early to tell people, but you know, we're excited. It's our first child, so.
Yeah. And we've been trying for a while, so.
Yeah.
That's nice. Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, so back on to movies.
Yeah.
We'll only go on for a couple more minutes.
Yeah.
Since we've been going for nearly 40 minutes. Wow.
One of the things
half that time was
I kind of regret with all of this stuff, though. It's disappointing, rather, not a regret. It's just disappointing. We actually don't own a whole lot of movies.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get back there, basically. And I think that's just because both of us lived at home before we were married. We didn't really live on our own, so I didn't really have to buy a whole lot of movies because my parents already owned tons of them.
Yeah.
Also, his brother owns like thousands of dollars worth of movies,
oh my
so
goodness.
we just borrow from him.
There was a time that I almost asked him if we could shoot in front of his DVD shelf because he has, I forget, it's a corner shelving thing. You got a wall here,
more than that. It's like
a corner here, and then a wall there, and it's full of DVDs, top to bottom. Yeah. And Blu-rays. And now he has Apple TV, which he has
like 400
some 400 movies in. Some are duplicates, most are not. So, you know, we come from a very movie-driven family. We love movies. We love to talk about movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, he has a theater in his house, pretty much.
Yeah, which would awesome.
Almost Sideways says, with that said, what films do you wish you own?
There are so many.
we want to start up our Disney collection.
Yeah,
we only have a couple.
Since we're having a baby, I would like to start up our Disney collection. Right now, I'm very, very sad to say I only own Beauty and the Beast,
Snow White,
and Snow White of the princess movies. Anyway,
We've fallen behind on our Marvel movies. We're trying to catch back up.
Yeah.
At a reasonable rate because we don't want to go out and spend like $200 on. Because I like Blu-rays. I don't like having the digital copy on like Apple TV because if the internet goes out and you want to watch one of those movies, you can't. I like having the physical copy for two reasons. One, for the power reason or the internet reason, and two, it just looks better. And when you're shooting YouTube videos, it's worth having. But yeah, there's a lot of movies that I wish I could own. We don't own any of the Transformers movies, and like I said before, those are guilty pleasures of mine, so I want to own those movies. Oh man, there's a lot of movies that I want to own.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies I would like to own. The Departed is probably one of them, since you were talking about that earlier.
Andy Kishore says, I hope I pronounced your name right, sorry if I didn't. Do you know what to say after you burp? I always say excuse me, but are you saying like to someone else? Like if Karen burps, what do I say to her? Like excuse you or bless you or something? Or you could just say better out than in. Yeah.
And Nerd Crab, no, we do not yet know if the baby is a girl or a boy. We do not know.
We should be finding out within six to eight weeks. I think. But something that my dad used to always say after you burp is better to burp and taste it than fart and waste it. So I'd say that's a pretty good thing to say after you burp. So yeah. Andy Kishore, have you ever watched SpongeBob SquarePants? I have. I've actually seen the first movie, because I think there were two movies that came out. I actually enjoyed the movie.
I did. It was fun.
I've only seen a few episodes, though, and the one that always comes to mind is the Ugly episode, where SpongeBob's... Yes, his breath is bad, so everyone's freaked out. And Patrick gets it, and he's like, I caught the Ugly! Look at it! Look at it! Yeah. I want you all to look at it. But Patrick's amazing. He's the main reason I would watch that show.
Yeah, and I did hear the sad news that the creator of SpongeBob was diagnosed with cancer recently, and I think sorry, I'm Debbie Downer, but our thoughts go out to him. I mean, that's a horrible thing to go through, so.
Yes, it is. Andy Kishore says, and asks, even though the girl has a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles shirt, does she actually watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Well, if you go back and watch earlier in this live stream, yes, I've seen all of them.
Super long live stream, sorry.
I've even seen some of the cartoons from the 90s. They're some of my favorite movies, actually. Yeah. Besides the third one, which I think they should remake because the third one was awful. The good storyline, terrible execution, and
bad acting.
Bad acting and all that. The animatronics just did not work in that.
Also, but, this is Karen.
Yes. Hi, I'm Karen.
Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. See, that's something that I would have edited out. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies are some of my favorites.
People are making fun of us because he's asking us a crazy question.
Wait.
Mike
Crab,
does
do
not
you like
yellow cornmeal. No.
No.
I like it under pizza, and I like it in cornbread.
Andy Kishore, have you watched The Simpsons or The Simpsons movie? I absolutely love The Simpsons and The Simpsons movie. They're pretty good.
I can't tell you how many times he sings the Spider Pig song in any given day.
Or quote the movie. This morning I was quoting that movie, actually.
If we're playing the quote, if we're playing the quote game where he just spurts out a quote and it's like, what's it from? 90% of the time, it's probably from The Simpsons. And I was never allowed to watch The Simpsons as a child, so
yeah. At first I wasn't, but then my mom was like,
they are funny.
Go ahead.
They are funny, so. Have you been on a boat?
Andy Kishore, have you been on a boat?
Yes.
Yes. Several, actually. I've been on a river cruise in Detroit on the Detroit Princess. That was pretty cool. Yeah. We haven't been on like a cruise ship, but we went on a sailboat on our honeymoon for a sunset cruise type of thing, and that was fun. And it's like a giant pontoon sailboat, and that was really cool.
I went on a boat. I was in choir when I was 17, and
I've never been spayed by a skunk.
I've never been
and
sprayed
I've been
by
on a train.
skunk. I have
Thank
been
you,
on a
Andy
train. Yes. Boat, I went when I was 17. I was in choir, and we got to do a trip to New York City to perform at Carnegie Hall, and that was awesome. And we did a river cruise on the Hudson, going around the Statue of Liberty.
There's that statue.
Yep. So that was cool.
Yeah.
And we go canoeing a lot.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't in the last couple of years.
We used to go canoeing a lot.
We have been. Yep.
I love kayaking.
Yes, we have been on planes.
Yes, we've been on planes. Several.
I'm not a plane rider, though. I get sick. I have to have a lot of Dramamine. Otherwise, I will pass out. So, yeah.
Have you ever done these things, Andy Kishore? Do you watch The Simpsons?
He's seen he or she has seen SpongeBob, because their thumbnail is SpongeBob. Lego sets.
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Very few.
I like Legos more than Mike.
I was more into Connects, actually. Connects were like the new thing, I think, when I was growing up, and Legos were an older thing, and I always saw Legos as more of a baby's toy for some reason.
Which is totally not true.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not true. Duplo, yes. But Legos, no. But yeah, Connects, for some reason, I just always loved Connects more than Legos, because I felt like you could do a little bit more with it. I don't know. Nah.
I have not
Andy Kishore asks, have any of you watched the Emoji Movie or want to watch it? I don't have any desire to watch it.
It doesn't look that interesting
because
to me.
I actually just checked before the live stream on IMDb. That movie has a 1.5 out of 10 on IMDb. I don't know the Rotten Tomatoes score, but IMDb is typically roughly the same. It can vary. Yeah. But for bad movies, it's typically right on.
I think I'll watch it because for anybody that doesn't, I'm a first grade teacher, so. Oh yeah. I'll see it and just see if it's something I can use in my classroom that maybe my first graders will like. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah. Yes. Andy Kishore, do we have any video game systems? Yes, we have Sega Genesis, classic. We have Nintendo 64, Nintendo GameCube, and we were just recently handed down an Xbox 360 from my brother-in-law, which was great because our newest system up until just a couple months ago was a Nintendo GameCube. So we were kind of behind the times.
And technically I also have an old Nintendo system and a Super Nintendo system, but my sister has both of them. Right. So.
And when we were given that Xbox 360, there were no Halo games.
Yeah.
How can you have Xbox without...
What the heck?
Without Halo. So we had to go and buy all the Halo games that were available on Xbox 360, including Halo Wars, because it was like a buy two, get two free. So I just bought that one. Yes.
Lots of weird questions.
Andy Kishore, have any of you broken a bone before? Have you ever broken a bone? Other than a toe?
No. Never broken a bone.
I've broken many toes. Have you broken many toes?
I've broken a toe.
I have broken these 3 bones right here because stupidly, I mean not stupidly, I was playing basketball.
He has a temper.
Yes, I do have a temper.
He might seem mellow, but he has a temper.
I was playing basketball at the gym, and I was doing terrible. I missed a layup, and usually, you smack the back wall with a pad. Now this time, I punched it, and threw my whole body weight in and snapped all 3 of these bones. I crushed this one right here. So my wrist pops now. I have arthritis in it every now and then. It stiffens up. It's really painful. But yeah, those are the bones I've broken. Plenty of toes.
And
no other bones than that.
Have you had a nosebleed before? Yes.
Yes, they're not fun.
No. Have you had dyed
I've never
your
dyed
hair?
my hair before, though.
I have had
never did the highlights
colored once, and I did sun-in once.
This was the
But other
90s
than
for
that,
you.
no, I have not.
Or early 2000s.
Nope.
But yeah. So this live stream is getting pretty long. Sorry.
Yep.
So we'll start wrapping it up here.
No.
Nerd crap, have you ever ate window wipes? No, I can't imagine that would be very pleasant. Have you?
What's your favorite video game?
Andy Kishore, what's your favorite video game?
Again, going back to the
Wow,
what's
that's a
your
tough
favorite? I go through phases. Right now, it's the second Assassin's Creed because that's what I'm playing.
That's what you're playing now. You haven't played it in weeks, but...
Yeah. And my favorite sport is soccer.
My favorite video game? That's such a tough one because I have several that I would cycle through. I think all time would have to be The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time from Nintendo 64. And the others would be Super Smash Bros. Melee, Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, Halo. Most of the Halo games, I haven't played them all yet. We're working on it. But oh man, there's a lot of good video games, and most of them are probably on Nintendo because that's what I grew up playing on. And favorite sport? To watch football, to play either soccer or basketball. It's hard for me to choose between those two.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
What does evil potato mean?
Yeah, but
Is that a video
I'm not
game?
like huge into all the internet stuff, so I don't know what evil potato means. So yeah. Actually, we just got back from the beach. We went to the beach this week, and I got severely burnt. Really bad. Like, I couldn't sleep bad. It was really bad.
Can please not end this live stream until we
all
reach
right,
the
we'll
1 hour
go
mark.
for another 6.5 minutes.
How old are you? How old are you, Andy Kishore?
You don't have to answer that if you don't want to.
Before? Yes.
Yes. My parents actually used to have one. I used to have to clean it. So it wasn't very fun. But swimming in it was fun. It was an above ground pool, so you know, it was alright. Nerd crap, it doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
Alright. Well, I'm glad to know that I'm not out of touch
I was
with
missing
things.
something.
Oh man. All the new internet crazes.
I thought evil potato was a
emoji?
No. Well, maybe.
I don't do
didn't
emojis.
think about that.
That's another reason why I probably wouldn't care for the emoji movie.
We won't delete it.
No. Andy Kishore, can you please not delete this live stream? We won't delete it at all. We're gonna end it soon, and then once we end it, it'll be unlisted for a little while it's processing, and then I'll put it on public so everyone can watch it at their leisure. Yeah, it's interesting for us. We've never done a actual live stream where we do a Q&A. We did a movie review live stream, but no one was watching it when it was live, so yeah. Can you please? I won't block you. I just, you know, it's up to YouTube really. We don't use any copyrighted material, and if we do, it's under fair use. So YouTube shouldn't be blocking it at all from any other countries, except for the ones that YouTube's not allowed in.
That's a good question.
Which is very few.
Have any of you watched every episode of a TV show? Yes.
Ooh, Andy Kishore.
Quite a few,
yes.
Actually. We've watched every episode of Friends. We've watched every episode of Lost.
And we're actually watching Lost again.
Yeah.
We're probably going to watch Lost when we're done with this live stream.
I have watched every episode of Psych, that show.
The Office.
The Office, we've seen, yeah.
We've seen that
How
twice
could I
through.
Forget that? Yeah, we've seen every
I think
episode
we're on our
of The Office.
I'm on my 5th watch through of Lost, and I think this is your 3rd watch through of Lost, because I watched it from beginning to end, And if you count like all the repeats that they did, it's more like 12. But I have never watched all the episodes of The Simpsons because there are so many, and I'm not a huge fan of the newer episodes. The older episodes, absolutely love them.
Is SpongeBob SquarePants the only Nickelodeon show you ever watched? Honestly,
It might be.
I don't know, because I didn't have cable.
Yeah.
So I never really got the Nickelodeon channels.
Same here. I didn't.
And SpongeBob, I don't remember how we got SpongeBob.
My family never had cable.
I also wasn't allowed to watch very much TV. Yeah. I was allowed to watch maybe a half hour to an hour, so I had to choose sparingly. I did choose SpongeBob more often than not, though.
Yeah. My morning usually consisted of Animaniacs, Beast Wars, or some silly show. We actually watched the very first episode of Teletubbies when it came out because we're like, we gotta watch just how stupid this is. I don't remember what year it was or how old I was, but I do remember watching that.
What's your favorite candy?
Ooh.
Mine right now
Nerd Crab, good question.
Kit Kat or Snickers, probably.
Oh, man.
Maybe 100 Grand.
Ah, yeah. 100 Grand, Three Musketeers, Twix, or York Mint Pepper Patties. Wait, did I say that right? Yorks. Yes. Those are so great.
Do you have any Pez dispensers? I actually have 3 Elvis Pez dispensers. Yes.
I used to have tons, but I think I threw them away because my Pez candy ended up going bad because I held on to it too long.
Yeah. Have you ever wet the bed?
Nerd Crab, have you ever wet the bed?
I don't really remember.
Yeah. It's been a long time. At least 23 years since I wet the bed. You were going to say 2 years? It's been at least 2 years. 2 days, maybe 2 hours.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, Andy Kishore. What's your favorite movie? We did talk about it earlier, but now that I'm thinking a little bit more about it, like we were talking about earlier, it goes in phases, but the first one that popped into my mind when I saw that question was Interstellar.
Because we were talking about it.
Because we were talking about it.
That is definitely not my favorite movie.
That or Gladiator.
Gladiator. Would probably Singing in the Rain I really like.
Yeah. I think Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is getting up there. I don't think it's broken into my top 10 movies yet, but it's crawling its way up there.
Yes, we shower, and yes, we use deodorant.
Yes. Fun fact, I was actually telling her this the other night that I was homeschooled growing up, so we got to know, my family got to know some of the stereotypical homeschool families, and there was one family that only allowed their children to shower, I think it was once a week, and they were not allowed to wear deodorant. So, and they played basketball with my brother. So I had to smell them every now and then. It was awful. It was awful.
Please wear deodorant.
Wear deodorant and shower. At least every other day, if not every 3 days or something. Do it more than once a week.
And yes, we do brush our teeth.
Yes.
Yes.
Twice a day. All right. Nerd Crab is having to leave. Thank you for joining us. Bye, Nerd Crab. Andy Kishore. It's been an hour now. Thank you for filling our time with questions. That was fun. We'll have to do this again sometime. Let us know what you guys thought of this live stream. If it was too long, too short, and if you missed it, let us know what would be a good time for a live stream next time. We live on the East Coast, so I know that some people, or a lot of people that watch YouTube, most people, live in a different time zone than us. Most people are like Central Time Zone in the US, and then Pacific Time Zone. But obviously there are people from other countries that watch our videos, and that's actually, it's very fun to see that. Karen's typing. But yeah, a lot of people from other countries watch our videos too, and it's always very interesting to see what countries people are watching our videos from, and it's very humbling to see how many countries have watched your videos. And some countries are very surprising that I actually thought YouTube was not available in those countries, and it's very interesting and it's cool. So yeah, well, this has been fun. Again, just as a closing remark, this was our big announcement. So we are pregnant, about 12 weeks in.
Due in February.
Due in February, as the poster that we made suggests. And yeah. So, yeah, let us know what you guys thought of this video. Give it a big old thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and as always, hit that no, I already said that. Hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of when we upload new content. And as always, thank you for watching and joining our live stream, and we'll see you in the next video. And I'm going to hit the outro. Bye, everyone. It's not going. Technical difficulties here. Well, I suppose I could just find it again right quick. Let's see if there's any comments left. Nope, no more comments. Still a few people watching. Sorry. Not that this really matters, but it's just a way. I don't think I have it on here. I found the problem though. Oh, here we go. There we go. All right. Now we're ready to say bye. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining our live stream. And we will see you in the next video and or live stream. Bye.
See you later.